Welcome back to Cooking with Shay here on Pet Candy and Vet Candy. Today we are cooking one of my absolute favorite recipes of all time. I think I'm addicted to this one, honestly. I went for a little binge on it for a while. I had it almost like every week. It's so good because I was so shocked about this one. As somebody that used to eat an exorbitant amount of dairy, Alfredo has always been one of my absolute favorite dishes. Though I didn't really like the ones that were super cheesy and like greasy. I really liked the ones that were more creamy. And that, strangely enough, is really hard to find even in restaurants. Like, it's hard to cook it, hard to find restaurants. You can't even find like a really good Alfredo cream sauce in the stores. Not the ones that I had tasted before in like special restaurants that are like far away. And I've always been like, oh my god, this is so good. I want to recreate it, but it's so hard to make. However, now that I'm not able to eat as much dairy anymore, I was looking for alternatives to like mac and cheese and to Alfredo, and I didn't think I would find an Alfredo alternative. I'd kind of given up on it until I saw this really like amazing looking cauliflower Alfredo recipe, and I was like, cauliflower, what? I tried it. I was like, well, you know what? We always gotta try. You gotta see if it's good or not. You know, this is my last resort because cashews, nutritional yeast, vegan cheese, not my absolute favorite thing in the whole wide world. So I thought, you know what, I like cauliflower. Let me give this a try. And you guys, oh my gosh, it tastes exactly like Alfredo, and the creamy kind. It doesn't taste like that gross, greasy kind that makes you feel bad and like nasty in your tummy after eating it. It tastes like creamy. It's just, oh, the flavor is so good. So I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna get started because I'm starving, and I'm sure you guys want to know how cauliflower can turn into Alfredo sauce. So what you're gonna need is 2 cups of cauliflower florets. So we're gonna go ahead and cut our little cauliflower today. We're only gonna need 2 cups of it. So the rest I can use to make more sauce another day, or I can use in other recipes as well. So don't throw away the rest of your cauliflower. Also, you guys, on the stove right here, I just have water boiling in a tall pot because I'm going to be cooking noodles in it. These are the 365 fettuccine noodles. They're really good. And I love to use fettuccine noodles. It's so tasty. But you can also use linguine or even spaghetti noodles just fine. Like, it tastes really good either way. Let's get cutting. So first thing we want to do is to cut off this stem thing here. You just kind of take your knife to it. Sorry, I'm struggling because I'm trying to cut this with my left hand. And that's just an interesting time. Oh, she's a thick on this one. There's some brown spots. If you don't like them, you can always just like cut the brown spots off. Some cauliflowers come with brown spots, and they're perfectly safe to eat. It's when they turn black and when the stem gets wilted is when you don't want to eat the cauliflower anymore. And I'm going to put them in my measuring cup. I'm going to get 2 cups. And I don't like a lot of the stem part, especially the parts attached to the leaf. So I just kind of cut that off because you mainly want the floret part. I always start and add the cauliflower in first. I feel like it just works better that way. So we're going to add in the cauliflower. Perfecto. Then I like to add in my more wet ingredients. So that will be a cup of almond milk. Don't forget to shake her. And you can use rice milk as well, or any other dairy-free milk alternative. I've used rice milk before and I think it tastes delicious, but then recently I tried it with almond milk because I ran out of rice milk and I was like, oh no, cries, and it actually was fantastic. It was so good. So we're gonna use almond milk, and I really like this Cauliflower Farms brand. I don't like any other almond milk brand. I don't know why. It's Cauliflower for me. Let's go ahead. We're gonna add in our cup. We're gonna do it over the pot so it doesn't spill anywhere. And pour her in. Next thing you're going to want is a little bit more than 2 tablespoons of the Earth Balance vegan butter. This is my favorite vegan butter. It tastes like butter. It's delicious. It's fantastic, but you can use whatever vegan butter you like as well. I just really recommend Earth Balance. And we're going to take 2 just hefty tablespoons of it because the butter really brings out a good salty, buttery, creamy flavor. So I like to use a lot. Next thing you're going to want to do is fill up half a cup of shredded vegan mozzarella cheese. And I like to use usually the Follow Your Heart or the Violife shreds, but I don't have that today. I just have the slices, which is literally going to taste the exact same. So I'm going to just go ahead and just break them up into what would be shreds. Snip, snip. Then that should be good enough. We're gonna go ahead and put it into our thing. Before I add in our next ingredient, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little stir. And notice I'm not on heat yet. We don't want to put it on heat just yet. Now this is very crucial. You don't want to mess this up. If you put too less garlic, it's not going to taste good. If you put too much garlic, it's really not going to taste good. It's going to taste like caca. But if you don't put enough garlic, it's just you won't have that kind of Alfredo-y cheesy flavor. You want to exactly measure out a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. So I've measured out a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, and that is all we are adding. Don't trust the garlic powder. Don't trust them. Now for the salt, you can go crazy with the salt. So first I like to measure out 1/2 teaspoon of salt because that is required by the recipe. But then I sort of just eyeball it. So I kind of like go a little over the 1/2 teaspoon even in the like little teaspoon thing. And I spread it all around just to make sure. And then I do like about 1/2 teaspoon more. A little more. Because I find if you just don't put like enough salt, you get more of that cauliflower flavor. You miss the saltiness that a cheese sauce would have. Lastly, I just add a pinch of black pepper because you know how all the good Alfredo sauces have like little bits of black pepper in it? I don't know. I feel like it just adds to it. I don't know. I think it tastes good. I've always done it with the black pepper. So just take a little pinch and then I just kind of spread it around. Now we're going to go ahead and get this to a boil. Okay guys, now that it's boiling, we are going to go ahead and cover it and then let it simmer. So we'll put it on low for 15 minutes. What this does is soften up all the ingredients, lets them mix together for flavor-wise, and it gets the cauliflower nice and cooked. And then we'll put it into the blender and blend it into a cream sauce. Yeah. All right, our 15 minutes is up, and this is ready to go into the blender. So let's get blending. Hold on for the ride. All right, you guys, I'm gonna start off and add just a little bit of noodles to the bowl. And I don't know how much of these noodles is going to get covered by the sauce. So I'm going to just pour in all my sauce on top of the noodles. And then we will just add more noodles. Look at how beautiful that sauce looks though. Yes, queens. All right, look at that. Our finished creamy Alfredo. Let's go dish her up and give it a try. Here we go. Oh my gosh, so excited. I've not had this in a little while and I'm very excited to eat it again. Let's see if she came out perfectly. See what happens doing the classic Italian fork thing. Oh my god. Oh my god, so good. It's perfect. It literally tastes like Alfredo. I can't even. It's just like, imagine the creamiest Alfredo that you've ever had. This is what it literally tastes like. You don't taste the cauliflower. Like maybe you taste a teeny tiny bit in the aftertaste, but it's not like a bad aftertaste at all. When you take like the initial bite, it is so good. It's so creamy. It's such a comfort meal. This is like your post-breakup comfort food. This is what you eat when you fail a chemistry exam. This is just Anyway, you guys, I really highly recommend that you try this recipe out. And if you do, leave me a comment down below and let me know what you thought of it because it's amazing. It's incredible. If you like this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to Pet Candy and Vet Candy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy yourself some Alfredo. Get that vegan on and change your life because it really tastes like better than the cheesy Alfredo. Like I would choose this over cheesy Alfredo any day. Anyway, thank you so much again for watching. Bye!